Welcome to the wonderful channel where books are discussed. Yes, there is a summary of this book too. If you're ready, let's get started.
Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck is a powerful and heartbreaking story about dreams, friendship, loneliness, and the harsh realities of life during the Great Depression in America. It's a short novel, but every line carries deep meaning about what it means to be human and how fragile our hopes can be. The story follows two migrant workers, George Milton and Lennie Small, who traveled together from place to place, looking for jobs on ranches in California. They're an unusual pair. George is small, smart, and quick-thinking, while Lennie is physically strong but mentally disabled. Despite his childlike mind, Lennie has a gentle heart. He loves soft things like mice, puppies, and velvet, but he doesn't understand his own strength, which often leads to tragic accidents. As the novel begins, George and Lennie are on their way to a new ranch after being forced to leave their previous job in a town called Weed. There, Lennie had frightened a woman by touching her soft red dress. He meant no harm, but people misunderstood, and the two had to flee to avoid a lynch mob. While camping by the river before arriving at the new ranch, George scolds Lennie for his mistakes, but also reassures him that they're different from other lonely workers. They have each other. Together, they share a dream that gives them hope in their harsh and unstable world. They dream of one day owning a small piece of land, a farm where they can live off the fatah, the land, as Lennie likes to say. In this dream, Lennie will get to tend the rabbits, something he repeats over and over, his greatest joy. This dream becomes their reason to keep going, their small light in a dark world. George, though frustrated at times, clearly loves Lennie like a brother, maybe even like a parent. When they arrive at the ranch, they meet several characters who represent the loneliness and struggles of the time. There's Candy, an old handyman with one hand who fears becoming useless. Curly, the boss's aggressive and jealous son. Curly's wife, a lonely woman who dreams of being a movie star but is trapped in an unhappy marriage. Slim, a respected and kind worker. And Crooks, the black stable hand who lives alone, separated because of racism. From the start, Curly takes an instant dislike to Lennie because of his size, while Curly's wife constantly flirts with the men desperate for attention. George warns Lennie to stay away from her, knowing that trouble always follows when Lennie interacts with women. Despite their hardships, George and Lennie's dream starts to feel almost real when Candy overhears their plan. Candy offers his life savings to join them, saying he has nowhere else to go. For the first time, it seems like the dream might actually come true. Three broken souls hoping to escape loneliness and live freely. But tragedy soon unfolds. One evening, while everyone else is outside, Lennie is alone in the barn. He accidentally kills his puppy by petting it too hard, and he panics. Fearing George won't let him tend the rabbits anymore, Curly's wife enters and begins talking to Lennie. She reveals her own loneliness, how she never became a movie star, and feels trapped. When she lets Lennie touch her soft hair, he gets too excited and grips too hard. She screams, and in his fear, Lennie tries to quiet her, accidentally breaking her neck. Realizing what he's done, Lennie runs away to the riverbank, just as George told him to do if anything bad ever happened. When the men discover the body, Curly is furious and leads a mob to hunt Lennie down. George finds Lennie before the others do. He knows what will happen if Curly's men catch him. They'll torture or kill him cruelly. Sitting together by the river, George tells Lennie once more about their dream, the rabbits, the little house, and the peace they'll have. As Lennie listens happily, imagining their paradise, George raises a gun and shoots him gently in the back of the head. It's a devastating moment, an act of mercy born out of love and hopelessness. Afterward, when the men find them, Slim quietly comforts George, understanding the unbearable choice he had to make. The others, however, don't understand. Just as the world doesn't understand people like George and Lennie, their dreams, or their bond. Of Mice and Men ends in silence, the dream gone, but the love and tragedy of their friendship echoing long after. Through George and Lennie's story, Steinbeck explores the cruelty of a world that crushes the weak, the poor, and the dreamers. It shows how people cling to small hopes in a lonely, indifferent world, and how those hopes are often shattered by reality. The title itself comes from a Robert Burns poem. The best laid plans of mice and men often go awry, meaning that even the most beautiful dreams can be destroyed. In the end, Of Mice and Men is not just about two men and their lost dream, it's about all of us. About the human need for connection, compassion, and purpose in a world that can be cold and unforgiving. So, what do you think about this heartbreaking story? Do you believe George did the right thing? And what do you think the dream really meant? Hope, escape, or illusion? Share your thoughts below in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to FastBook Pod for more emotional and meaningful book summaries every week. Like this video if you believe dreams, no matter how fragile, are what make us human.
The summary of another book is finished. What did you learn from this book? Have you read it before? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe and like the channel.